target Iran-backed militant groups who have been launching attacks on American troops in Syria and Iraq in 2021.
For years, the red line for U.S. forces has been the death of any American. After that U.S. contractor was killed, he died of a heart attack in one of those drone strikes in Iraq. That certainly compelled the Pentagon and the White House to launch these airstrikes.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The manhunt continues for the suspect in Wednesday's mass shootings in Lewiston, Maine. Most of the 18 people killed have been publicly identified, including a 14-year-old boy and his father, 2 members of a deaf cornhole team, a sign language interpreter, and a restaurant manager who police say tried to charge the shooter with a kitchen knife.
We still have 5 in stable condition and 3 in critical condition.
Now, the 13 people wounded, that's Dr. John Alexander at Central Maine Medical Center. Police surrounded and searched the suspect, Robert Card's home, but he wasn't there. America's listening to Fox News.
97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And good Friday morning. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows in TGIF.
Definitely TGIF.
And it's Cardinal football tonight.
Oh, it is Cardinal football. Who do they play?
Northside, at Northside.
Okay.
So get out and show some support tonight.
Yeah, I'm making sure I got you on the right mic. I think I did.
Yeah. Okay.
For those that don't know, Rayford will not be in today. He has a medical appointment this morning up in New Bern to check his ticker.
That's important.
We got to do some protocol changes with him again because he's stubborn, don't listen. So they're going to see what the next step is going to be.
Going in for a good checkup. Make sure it's all good to go.
Yep. So you have us this morning. We have a couple of guests coming in this morning. We have
my favorite co-host when you're not here. And Rayford's not here. Mike McHugh is coming in at 7:30. He's going to sit with us this morning and tell us all the news coming out of Swansboro.
Well, that's good. And then at 8 o'clock, we have Raquel Painter
with
my friend.
Onslow Veterans Powwow, because that's right around the corner.
Next weekend.
Yes.
And if you guys have never been to that, I highly recommend
I'm going
you
this
go.
Year.
It is amazing.
Last year.
And it's free.
Last year I couldn't go because I had a previous commitment after the Veterans Parade, which, by the way, WSME will be broadcasting the Veterans Parade. So if you're out there sitting on the parade route, you can actually tune into WSME 97.1 and listen to the parade as you're watching it. So when different entries go by, different floats, you can listen to us and we'll tell you who they are.
I like it.
So
I definitely like it.
Yeah, we'll be out there helping Hollywood Man.
Yes.
With the parade.
We will be.
And Chris Rayner. So be sure to look. We need to show as much support as we can for our veterans, especially right now at this time and this with everything that's going on in the world. Come out, bring your lawn chair, bring a sweater, some hot chocolate, bring a flag. And for veterans, this is really important that we really make a good showing this weekend.
I totally agree. There's a lot of overnight news. The big news, I guess, other than what happened in Maine, is that U.S. fighter jets have struck targets in Syria that are linked to Iran.
That's right. Well, and they kept messing with us.
They kept trying to attack our troops. We had a number of troops injured.
Yes, we have about, I think, 20.
20.
I think they've been kind of minor injuries, but still.
Injuries and injury. Yeah.
That's right. You're messing with our guys.
I'm telling you, I don't know what fantasy world some of these foreign to what we can do. I think they forget they're just victims of their own ego. I'm not sure which, but we're not going to take this. It's just, and I think this is how we're going to get drug into this.
Right. Well, I was watching that late last night because I spent most of the night watching the main stuff where the police, SWAT, and et cetera, FBI has surrounded this one house thinking this Robert Card was in there. So that went on till about 10:30 till they cleared the house and he was not. But a friend of mine texted me and said, here we go. And I'm like, what I miss? And that's when he said that the United States had done a couple of airstrikes in Syria. And I was like, Lord, here it goes.
I'm telling you, here it comes.
Here it comes.
But I mean, it's the drone and missile strikes against U.S. troops and the personnel there started last week.
Yes, it did.
So I think we finally said, okay, that's it. We're done.
Well,
That's enough.
They showed on a map last night. You should see all the warships we have out there. There's quite a few, and troops already, placed. I think that it's going to all blow up before I expect by this week, in my opinion. But the Iranian prime minister came to speak at the United Nations meeting yesterday, which was held in the United States this time. The United States hosted it.
Okay.
And he more or less told Biden, he said that if you don't back out and quit trying to be the peacekeeper and part of this, he said, we're going to come after you. Told him that in the meeting.
Please tell me Biden said bring it. I mean, I bet he didn't, but I hope he did.
It was just let me see. I have his comments right here. Let me see what he said. But I was like, wow. First of all, who let him in the country?
Yeah.
And
well, wait, but the United Nations building is in New York. Do they not always meet there?
No, it's different parts of the world.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I always thought they just went to that building.
To the United Nations yesterday, the Iranian foreign minister warned the U.S. that it would not be spared if it continues to manage what he called genocide in Palestine. Today in New York and the United Nations, I say frankly to the American statesmen who are now managing the genocide in Palestine that we do not welcome the expansion of war in the region. But I warn, if the genocide in Gaza continues, they will not be spared from the fire. It is our home, and West Asia is our region. He directed his comments to President Biden, saying Hamas is ready to release civilian prisoners. The world should support the release of 6,000 Palestinians who are also held as prisoners in Israel. I don't think they're being held as prisoners in Israel. It's their choice to live there.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, why the U.S. itself is actually in practice in a position to invite others to exercise restraint and refrain from spreading war. Now, some of his comments didn't make sense to me, but therefore we strongly warn against the uncontrollable consequences of the unlimited financial arms and operational support by the White House to the Tel Aviv regime. Okay, go figure that one out.
Oh my! And I'm wondering if he's talking about these 6,000 people. Perhaps the Israelis have put 6,000 in jail. It seems like an odd number, but I'm asking. I don't know.
I'm not educated on that.
I don't know.
But, the White House defended Argument's decision to allow the Iranian foreign minister into the country yesterday. They felt obligated since we were hosting the meeting.
I just always thought they always met in New York. I can't get past right now that they don't always meet there because there's that United Nations building is right there in New York City. I just made the
we're going to have to check
wrong assumption that they always met there. Yeah. So, and then to go to Maine, they've started releasing the names of a lot of the victims, and a lot of their stories are very sad. But more information is coming out about that Robert Card as well.
Yes.
And I think this is where you're going to mental health issues going to start heating back up. The issue I have is that the fact that he was taken to a mental health facility because of things that happened while he was at the National Guard. What I don't understand is why no one took his guns. What kind of follow-up I mean, I guess people start to talk about rights and this, that, and the other, but when you're dealing with mental health issues, having access to weapons is definitely not always a good thing, I think. And so I'm just not sure. Now they're saying he was not a firearms instructor.
Right. They said that's something that came out at first, and then the military said that that was not the case.
Yeah, he was a petroleum supply specialist. In other words, he dealt with fuel in the vehicles.
He put gas in the tanks and the trucks. He has no combat deployments, the spokesperson said. He received a number of awards for his service, including the Army Achievement Medal, Army Reserve Component Achievement Medal, Humanitarian Service Medal, and National Defense Service Medal, and Army Service Ribbon.
Mm-hmm. And his boat's missing.
Yes, they have the Coast
And
Guard.
his motorcycle.
Coast Guard in Massachusetts is out now by air and by boat, looking through the waters to see if they can spot anything. And then I heard this morning, Vortec has now joined the search for him. Vortec is a special group of Border Patrol agents that specialize in searches. So they're joining the hunt now. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I think that I did know that the Canadian Border Patrol were put on alert to be watching for him, and they've already listed him. Bulletins have already gone out, and they've listed him as armed and dangerous, which definitely it just seems very well planned out to me.
That's what a lot of the speculation is, that he planned it out well, that they said they're going to have a hard time finding him if he's in the woods because he knows how to survive.
Well, I agree. Look how long that Eric Rudolph was able to hide in the North Carolina mountains. And a couple of years ago, we rented a cabin in the mountains up there, and it's literally down on the same road at the that he was found at.
Right.
You want to talk about isolated? There was no cell service at all. And once we stayed, and the neighbors had told us, hey, right up the top of this, you just kept going up the dirt road that the cabin was on, and at the top is where the caves where he hid out at, which was interesting. They said it's not well publicized, but they were telling us, and I could see how he was able to elude capture for so long during then, because for Robin and my daughter to go, I was like trying to be disconnected from media and the phone. But they would drive to the bottom of the mountain to use their cell phone because you had nothing.
Oh,
there was nothing. It was isolated. And one night the power went out on the mountain. And all the neighbors came out, of course, Robin too, guns and flashlights. But that's when we realized how dark it is at night in the mountains. It was creepy. It was. The power hours last about 5 or 6 hours, but it was spooky. I just couldn't live there, but it was nice to visit.
We've become so reliant on cell phones and communication. It's hard when all the power goes out, the cell phones don't work. It'll drive you crazy.
Now I would be able to charge my cell phone in the car, but however, if the tower doesn't work, it's not going to help.
Right, yes.
We have become incredibly reliant. Look at how people panic when they forget their cell phone at home, or
I know
they just become
left my
panicked.
cell phone. I'm going to get in an accident. Something's going to happen. I'm going to need help, and I have no way to call anybody.
Well, that's what look as a parent myself. When my kids were younger, because they're grown now, but when they were teenagers, I didn't have to ground them. I took the cell phone away. Most effective behavioral tool there is. Even now, I tell parents, take your kid's tablet away or their cell phone. Put them in the corner, or you're grounded from TV. They're like, okay. That's not effective. You always have to punish with something that is effective. If it's video games or a cell phone or a tablet, super effective.
Oh yes.
It really is.
Their life.
Yeah.
They spend so much
and
time
I have
on phones
literally
and iPads.
And one kid got it taken away, and they started experiencing signs of like major panic attack. So first of all, it's how you know your kid's way too addicted to this.
Exactly.
I think it was a tablet, if I remember correctly. But that's how you know. It's easy to become that way.
Do you see kids out playing anymore?
Sometimes, but not like when I was a kid.
Oh, when I was a kid too, and we spent all our time outside playing. We
played
absolutely. Football. We climbed trees, and the whole group of kids. We all day long we were outside.
We built forts out in the woods. Like we had woods like behind our house, and we called them our little clubhouses. And we had forts, and
we rode bikes.
Yeah, we rode our bikes. I had that green machine. I loved that thing. Rode that thing all over. Big wheels.
Like the big wheel?
Yeah, but it was for bigger kids. I loved them. And they still make those. I saw one. I personally, this is what I would like to have as an adult.
Robin, are you listening?
Adult big wheels. Have you seen those? Remember we saw them in the parade last year.
Oh, that's right, we did.
I would love to have adult big wheels and like an adult big wheel park around here somewhere. I think we should all get adult big wheels, and
that would be cool.
It would be fun, and it would be one. We would be exercising because we all need that. 2, we're out in the fresh air. We all need that too. And it's camaraderie and it's something to do other than stress out about bills and family and health and just for a little while. But I think we should have like an adult big wheel club.
I agree. And you talk about stressing out about bills, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You know, a few of us have been talking about putting our Christmas trees up early. And I got talking to somebody about it. And I said, well, you know, why there's not a rule? And first of all, by putting it up, it brings joy to yourself. And that's what we need this time and age. We need to start doing things to bring joy to ourselves. Even if it's putting a snowman out in the front yard right now, people think you're crazy. But you know what? If it brings you joy, do it.
Next weekend is the first weekend of November. Guess what I'm
right
putting
there
up
with you.
in my house? I've already started dragging the things off the shelves in the garage.
Oh, I have all
my
mine.
Christmas stuff. Robin doesn't know that. Well, he probably, if he's listening, he now knows. But it's drug out. But yeah, I am going to start. Absolutely.
I'm right there with you.
I did it last year. I'm doing it this year again.
I did it last year.
First weekend of November. I did it right after we did the parade. I went home and started putting my trees up.
It brought me so much joy.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I've got to
do what brings you joy.
I've got to tweak some things now that I've got the sauna in what was my former living room because I turned it into my sauna workout room. So the tree may not be directly proportioned from the living room window anymore, but it's still going to be in that. That's the main tree. Yeah.
Who cares?
So, but yes, I'm super excited. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. We will do some weather when we get back. If you have any questions or anything you want to say to us, 910-333-0139 is our number. Our guest host today, Mike McHugh, has just entered. So, guest host. Yeah. So he has entered. So when we get back, we were going to talk to him about all things Swansboro and all things in general. So just take a break. We'll be right back. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. We will be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME with Jacksonville Cardinal High School football.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 FM and worldwide WSME971.com tonight as the Cardinals travel around the block to take on the Monarchs of Jacksonville Northside in the final regular season game. Pre-game 6:30 with kickoff 7 p.m. followed by the Golden Corral post-game report. Jacksonville High School football is made possible by the following fine sponsors: Quizmarch Happy Chicken, Great Gas, Heating and Air, Jones Funeral Home, OAJ, Drive-In Storage of Beulahville, Pro Image Solutions, Bryn Mawr Jewelers, the law offices of John Drew Warlick, Bayshore Animal Hospital, David Hull, State Farm, American Dream Cakes, and Jersey Mike's.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks, now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too. With Cub Cadet, zero turns, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet are engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard with Cub Cadet. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the Worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Safety on the highways begins with your tires. Before you hit the highway this upcoming holiday season, visit Battlefield Tire Pros, 103 Norris Road and Highway 24 in Swansboro, and let them inspect your tires for your peace of mind before traveling. Since 1963, Battlefield Tire Pros has served our community and military neighbors with name brands such as Michelin, Uniroyal, Firestone, Goodyear, and many others, including a good selection of used tires. They also carry lawnmower tires, four-wheeler tires, and motorcycle tires. And alignment service is available by appointment. Save time and money by skipping the dealerships and big box stores and let locally owned and operated Battlefield Tire Pros handle all your tire needs. Battlefield Tire Pros at the corner of Norris Road and Highway 24 in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Phone 910-326-4178 or visit online battlefieldtirepros.com.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, and we are back.
Ready to do a little bit of weather?
Yes, we are very ready to do weather. Go ahead.
Speckled trout and nice redfish are all over the White Oak and New Rivers. You can find the bait that local professional fishing guides recommend at Tideline Marine in Jacksonville. Most of what the pros use you won't find on the shelves of the big box stores. If you want to catch fish to hang out in this area, you might want to check with the local folks, namely Tideline Marine, where the pros hang out. One of those professional anglers was just chatting with a newcomer the other day and was suggesting where he should go and even the bait that he should be trying. A great time of the year to head to the ocean, the creeks and the rivers, because the fish are all over the place. Tideline Marine and Family, 159 Oak Breed, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Today, north winds 5 knots, becoming east in the afternoon, seas 3 to 4 feet. Tonight, south winds at 5 knots, becoming west after midnight, seas 3 to 5. Saturday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest in the afternoon, seas 3 to 5 feet. And Sunday, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southwest in the afternoon, seas at 3 feet.
This morning, there will be some areas of fog before 10, and Mike said Piney Green Road had some fog, some patchy fog in there. Otherwise, today, mostly sunny, 81. Tonight, clear, low of 57, not bad. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 84. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. And on Sunday, sunny, high of 84. Look, it's going to be good Sunday. It's going to be good Monday. It's actually going to be decent on Tuesday, on Halloween for the little trick-or-treaters.
What was this cold you were talking about?
Well, Tuesday, it's going to be sunny during the day and 45 at night. So the chill starts Wednesday, y'all. The high is 59. The low Wednesday night is 36. I'm literally going to have to turn my heat on.
No.
Yes.
I'm just going to have to cuddle up to my puppies.
It's going to be
It's a one dog night.
Yep.
That's one dog night.
Before we get in talking to tomorrow is Operation Medicine Drops, held twice a year, usually in April and again in October. It's the DEA has it, and they partner with local law enforcement. And JPD has issued a press release that the medicine drop this Saturday is going to be at the Walgreens on Gun Branch Road, and it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at 1600 Gun Branch. Basically, it's right across the street from Jacksonville High School.
Yes, right on the corner.
So you can drop off prescription medicines. They prefer them in the original container, but you don't have to have them in there. And they no needles whatsoever, but they are taking prescription liquids now. This is a new thing because in the past they had not taken them, because I've worked the medicine drops in the past before with some groups. But also you may or may not know that in the lobby of JPD at 200 Marine Boulevard, there's a permanent medicine drop box, and there's also one in the sheriff's office. There's one at the hospital. Walgreens on Western, right across from the mall, has a box in there, and I want to say Relo on Henderson Drive has one, or they did. And then there's in Swansboro as well.
PD.
PD has a medicine drop. So, and this is to keep what these medicine boxes are for. It's for people to properly dispose of their unwanted prescription meds. You do not flush your meds. That's bad. Don't do it. I know back in the day, it's what you were told to do. You do not do that. You can take them to these drop boxes, but also there's also things like doTERRA drug kits, and you put your pills in that, neutralizes them. And I have some at my office, and I have quite a number of them. If anybody ever wants some doTERRA drug kits to dispose of your medicine, please let me know here on the show, and I will get them to you. They're free. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. So that way you are not throwing your medicine in the trash. Just keep it laying around, because the whole point of this is to keep your medicine from being around where people can access it.
And this Operation Medicine Drop is a great program.
It's
to
very
help
good.
Fight drug abuse, protect people and pets from accidental ingestion. So if you've got it, you want to clean out your cabinet, this is a good time to get rid of that. And Mike, I think you were just talking about Carteret County.
Yeah.
It's got a big one going.
Exactly. Yeah, because your broadcast goes into Carteret County, and tomorrow, same time as Kelly said, from 10 to 2 at all the Food Lions in Carteret County.
Nice.
So as you get into Morehead City and Cape Carteret, Emerald Isle, go to the Food Lions that are in those respective municipalities. And like you said, Swansboro PD in the lobby there, they always have a drop box there year round.
And folks, for those, I've worked these medicine drops before, like the ones on the Saturday. No one is taking your name. You just literally walk up, hand them the medicine, and you walk away. That's it. You're not filling out forms. They don't care. And I've seen people come in with bags of medicine, bags. And one, it's a lot of meds. But two, I'm glad that they aren't around where kids or people that have addiction issues or just in general are there that can take them. And so they're getting properly disposed of.
How about old pet meds?
Yes. I would think they would take that. Yeah.
It used to be that one of the leading causes of breaking and enterings in homes was medicine. Yeah. So if you don't have them in the house, and bad guys know that, you don't have them, keeps your house a little safer.
Well, I always tell my clients that are on, especially prescription medicines, even stuff like Adderall. I always tell my clients, do not broadcast that you have this medicine.
Right.
Because they will break into your house to steal Adderall. Oxycodone was always a big one.
That happened to my stepmother. She had painkillers, and she kept them in the cabinet in the kitchen. And someone visiting, we think we know who, cannot prove it, had dumped her pills out and replaced them with like aspirin.
That's so sad.
And she went through a heavy withdrawal coming off the pain meds, and it was crazy. So lock your meds up. Even family members coming over, you keep your meds locked up. It's nobody's business.
My father would have a table in the kitchen by the window, and it looked like a pharmacy.
Yeah.
And Dad, I said, you got to put this stuff away because anybody walking past that window here is going to look in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is break in.
Ooh.
And a lot of elderly, I remember my grandparents used to do that. I mean, this was years ago because it was a very long time ago. But that was how you did things back then. You just cannot do it like that now. And this is a safety issue as well as a properly disposal issue. And the PX on base also has a drop box for those that want to take the medicine there. But some people, I think, get discouraged because they think they're going to have to show ID or they're going to, I'm telling you guys from working this before, no, they don't take your name. Nobody cares who you are. They're just happy you're getting rid of your medicine. So please do not let the fear of maybe, oh, the police are going to know what pills I have. They don't care. They dump them out of, even if you give them in your prescription. Some people take the labels off. Take the labels off. And then some leave the labels on so that they know, because they'll categorize them when they get them into, a lot of times, into what they are. So they see, well, we have, 10,000 pounds of this and, whatever. But it's for no reason other than just to see, one, what's being prescribed, but two, just what's out there, and three, but otherwise it gets destroyed. So no one is going to question you. So please, by all means, if you have go to your cabinets, get rid of your old expired meds. So
Pretty simple
good
to
time.
do.
Yeah.
Just another real quick PSA before we get into other things. I know Mike's got a lot to tell us.
He does.
A wreath laying ceremony honoring our fallen first responders will take place today at 2 p.m. at the Public Safety Memorial in Burton. A roll call of those who died in service to our community, music from the White Oak High School Chamber Choir, and a bagpipe performance from Michael Greenham are part of the program. That's at 112 Northwest Corridor Boulevard. That's right at the intersection of Punny Farm Road and Richlands Highway. So if you get a chance, go out and help honor those that have fallen. It'd be a nice service.
It's always if you've never been, it's very
solemn.
It's very solemn. It's a very good,
and that's a beautiful
program.
public
It
service
absolutely is
memorial
very
that they
pretty.
have there.
Yes.
So, which now has cameras on it. So
good.
That's right. So we won't have any more nonsense like
Vandals.
before. Yes.
So what is happening?
And we've
in
got
Swan-
Mike McHugh in here
Yes.
this morning, Swansboro. Tell us what's happening.
Loaded for bear. Well, first I want to say something. I was born in 1961, and one of my regrets of being born in that year is I never had the chance to have a big wheel. They came after
Really? You never had a
so
big
I like
wheel?
that. I like that idea of adults.
You need to see these adult big wheels are amazing.
We saw them in
They
the
had them last
parade.
year in the parade.
and we were
Yeah.
like, we need
I
one
want
of
one, and
those.
they are adult size. And they're just big wheels, and you could just ride them all over. I'm
Weren't
telling
those
you.
motorized?
No, they were pedaling them.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't they have some that were motorized though?
I don't know, but that defeats purpose. I want
Yeah,
the pedal,
exactly.
the
Pedal so you
actual
can
real.
slide around
They
and
were
wipe
sliding.
out.
Yeah, they were doing all that.
We could go to the Commons and have races.
I live right there in the common. Come on, if I
We
can
li-
park at my house,
we'll
go
leave.
big wheel over to there.
We'll leave Robin in the
Yeah,
dust.
I mean, but I think this would be a good, something fun for adults to do. We just
think
get
adults
too
need some
caught up in
fun.
heavy
You
all
can't
the
hurt
time.
yourself. They're so low, you can't
you're
break a
sitting on
hip or
big-
anything.
No,
That's true.
you can't do it. It's
You
not like
can't
falling
fall
off a
out.
bike.
Right. It's rather safe.
Yeah, there's no road
Yeah.
rash involved.
No,
No,
you are
no,
on a big wheel, and
can't
it's just fun, and you can kind of relive your childhood glory days or whatever you want to do. But I think we should do an adult big wheel area and just have adult big wheels. I do.
Yeah, I like it.
I think
like
it's a
it.
great idea.
Hmm.
I think
have
we
to
could
check
get a lot of people to
Amazon
do it.
today.
Yeah. All right. So,
I'm in.
Mike, okay, what's going on? Fill us in.
Lots of stuff.
Okay.
Lots of stuff. Of course, it's Halloween, so we got a
Yep.
lot of trunk or treats to talk
Mhm.
about and trick
Yeah.
or treats. So,
Yeah.
beginning with trunk or treats, I have this kind of in chronological order. So
Okay,
if I
do it.
slip by a day or two, it might don't hold that against me.
Okay.
Hammock Beach State Park at the
Okay.
end of Hammock Beach Road in Swansboro.
Mhm.
Trunk or treat. We're doing it tomorrow, Saturday,
Okay.
from 5 to 8 p.m.
Nice.
Used to be during the
5
day,
to 8.
the last Sunday in October, but they
Mhm.
moved it to 5 to 8 p.m. They're going to do a movie on the lawn as well. Don't ask me what the movie is. It's going to be PG for families. Games on the lawn.
Mike
So
Myers.
come
I
out.
love it.
Everything's free
Freddie.
at your park. It's a state park.
We like
Hammocks-
free.
Hammocks
Chucky.
Beach State Park.
Mhm.
And I'm amazed. I've talked to people that have lived here all their lives, and they come out there for the first time, and they say, "This is the first time I've come out here."
I've been out
It's
there a lot.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I've
If
been
you've never
years.
been, you
Yeah.
need to go. It's
And
amazing.
it's going to be
amazing.
beautiful weather. It's all
Mhm.
sunny,
It
no
is
no
gonna be
rain,
nice.
and it's
Yeah.
going to feel very autumnal. So
I like it.
Autumnal.
Hammocks Beach State Park. Keeping with trunk or treats, there's a couple others in the area. the Shriners, American Legion Post 78.
Mhm.
That's in Swansboro. That's right next to the new Candy Adventure between Taco Bell and Candy Adventure, where the post office is in that area.
I know where that is.
They'll host a trunk or treat on October 28th. I think that's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
From 5 to 7.
Okay.
They're taking donations, but again, so you can hit that one. And
You can go to the other one.
and you
Heck
can-
yeah.
And you can go to the other one. Let's see. Okay, that's all out of there. Trunk or treat. Staying with Hammock Beach State Park on Monday, October 30th.
Okay.
Just around sunset,
Mhm.
6:30 to 7:30 is the Owl Prowl.
What's that? That sounds cool.
Owls.
Yeah, no,
so,
I mean,
so a ranger
Uh-huh.
will take you on one of the 3 paths they have in the
Oh,
woods
those things
and
scare
scout
me.
out the owls. They have great
Some of
horned
them are
owls out there and
big.
screech
oh
owls.
man, I would like to do that.
They're wild, of course. They're not like in
Yeah,
cages. It's not.
right.
It's not Disney
Yeah, they're
World.
big and they have these big eyes that
I love
they
owls.
You'll
stare
hear them.
at you.
You'll hear them before you see them. But if you call them,
Uh-huh.
they sometimes are drawn to the hoot.
No way.
Yeah, I do. They're in my back. They're in my neighborhood, so I'll call them out and they'll come close, and then they see you and they
I
flutter.
would
had some
love
weird
to. I have a
experiences
client
with
Monday
owls.
evening. I would absolutely love to do this, but I have to see a client.
The,
But if they
if-
cancel, I'm coming.
If you're interested, the park can be reached at 910-326-4881. I'm not going to throw a lot of phone numbers out.
910.
910-326-4881. The main number I'm going to throw out today is the Chambers number. If you have questions of what I've just said, 326-1174 is the chamber. 326-1174. All right, so you can use that. Take that. Here, it's right there.
Okay.
It's right there. Okay.
I'm trying to add all this in. 1174.
And again, I'm doing this in chronological order, so I'm not shilling for the park, but they do have a lot of stuff going on out there. Each Wednesday through the Wednesday before Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
they do a marsh cruise.
No way.
An hour and a half, 90-minute narrated tour through the estuaries
Mhm.
of Hammock Beach State Park. It's donation accepted, so they don't like. It's not like you have to buy a ticket and go on the boat, but the space is limited because it's on a boat. 1:30 to 3 p.m. each Wednesday through November 22nd.
I'm gonna have to
These are
take a
marvelous. These
Wednesday
are marvelous
off.
because you've
I'm gonna do
got
that.
migration of waterfowl,
Mhm.
other birds, and monarch butterflies are fluttering through the park at this time of the year.
Lee, you and I are gonna have to do this.
You gotta do
Let
that.
me
It's
plan
wonderful.
it right before. I'll take a Wednesday
Of the
afternoon
Marsh
off.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I would love
That
that.
We'll
same
do that.
that same phone number
Okay.
326-4881.
I'm gonna have to
You're
look at
aboard
my
that. You're
schedule.
aboard a pontoon. It
Mhm.
seats 47. It's
Oh,
Coast Guard
nice.
approved. It's the Lady Swan.
Okay.
Okay. Again, Marsh Cruises 1:30 to 3 p.m. Wednesdays through November 22nd. You need
Okay.
to do that.
I'm
It's
definitely
awesome.
gonna do that. I'm
Especially on
gonna
a
do
day
it.
like
Yeah.
the weather we have
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. This will be a
Um,
perfect day.
Well, next Wednesday is gonna be a little chilly.
Well, I'm not doing it next week.
Yeah,
I
let
can't do it next Wednesday.
Well, it's gonna be too cold. too,
Yeah,
for you.
that's
Let
too
it warm
cold for
up.
me.
Let
Yeah.
it warm up.
Yeah.
There is
pick a
another
warm day.
trunk or treat on, and now we're into the Halloween itself,
Okay.
October 31st.
All right, Tuesday.
The Cape Carteret Baptist Church is having a trunk or treat. That's in Cape Carteret on
But
the
it's
right hand
right
side.
there.
It's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. It's right
It's
there.
the same zip code.
Yeah.
It's Swansboro. It's at 101 Anita Fort Drive, and that's from 6 to 8.
Okay.
Okay. So if you don't want to go door to door,
Yeah,
you just
you
go
just
to
go
the
there.
You go, to the
Go car
Baptist
to
Church.
car. Yeah.
Now, if you want to go door to door, Swansboro is having their trick or treat.
Uh-huh.
Their trick or treat.
Uh-huh.
5:30 to 8 p.m.
That's how it
That's
is in Jacksonville.
townwide,
Yeah,
yeah.
same in Jacksonville. Yeah.
And the PD will be out. You know, they're
Mhm.
gonna. In fact, when I leave here, I'm gonna go down to Swansboro PD and talk to Chief Dwayne Taylor, and we're gonna cut a live Facebook, just the do's and don'ts to have a safe Halloween.
Oh, that's a good thing.
yeah.
Okay.
This is interesting. This is through the Swansboro Parks and Rec on November 4th. They're doing a music therapy. It's at 10:30 in the morning, from 10:30 to 11:30, and it's for special needs children and adults.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'll throw that number out. 326-2600. 325-2600. 325.
Okay.
Okay. Parks and Rec, music therapy for special needs children and adults.
Okay.
I think they have done that, and I'm reading
It's
it
in
here.
Swansboro or Carteret?
It's in Swansboro.
Okay.
The Swansboro Parks and Rec will offer music therapy in partnership with Down Syndrome Network. Have you
That's
heard
a
of them,
good-
Kelly?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
That's
At
great.
Onslow and Carteret County on
Mhm.
November 4th and December 9th. So if you missed the 4th, you got December 9th.
Okay.
10:30 to 11:30 each day. This inclusive music therapy session is geared towards youth and young adults. Swansboro Rec Center is at 830 Main Street Extension. You know.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's take a very quick break. It is time to take a break, and then we've got a caller. Caller, please hold on the line. We're going to take, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commercial. There's
Okay.
5 commercials in here. So roughly about just a couple of minutes. We're live and local, real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Hey, this is Chris Rainer, your host for Sports Talk. Coming up later this morning at 9 a.m., we'll have our guest today is Travis Quinn, the voice of the Wolfpack, the public address announcer at Carter Finley Stadium. Also, co-host will be Robert Farley. We'll talk about Wolfpack sports, talk about high school sports, and all other sports on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway, Jacksonville, takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the hurricane season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down home, down the street, the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Whole eye of the round, just $4.39 a pound. Boneless ribeye loin, $9.99 a pound. How about whole fresh picnics, just $1.19 a pound? Baby back pork ribs, just $3.59 a pound. Whole bottom round, just $3.99 a pound. And you get a 10-pound bag of fresh fried leg quarters for just $4.99 for a 10-pound bag. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 3-pound bag of Eastern apples, selected varieties, for just $2.99. First of the season, Sunburst tangerines, you get 3 for 99 cents. Jumbo green peppers, 99 cents each. Red California seedless grapes are just $3.49 a pound. You get a 1-pound package of fresh red strawberries for just $3.99 for a 1-pound package. And large russet baking potatoes, just 99 cents a pound. And you get 3 6-packs of the 16-ounce bottle size of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $11. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down home, down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSB.
All right, and we're back, and we have a call on the line. Give me a second. Call me. Figure out what's. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hey. How are you? Who is this?
This is Tom Madison, the Riverkeeper Emeritus.
Well, hello, Tom.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Great to hear from you.
I'm doing pretty good for old work guy.
Yeah, I saw you not long ago, I think at the dermatologist's office. You were looking great.
Yeah, and we got a lot going on. But,
What you got going on?
Well, we got a showing of a movie at the library here shortly. It's get the right one. Alert. State water quality effects and impact on the coastal system. And the CCRW, Crystal Coastal River Watch,
Right.
has gotten some grants to study the lower New River.
Right.
And it's about a 3-year study. And we're looking at all the pollution that's going into the river and what it's doing to water quality.
In which
It'll be at the public library.
Public library?
On the 9th of November.
All right.
At 6:30, and also County Public Library.
Gotcha.
Which branch of the library?
It's the main library.
The main one on Doris. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was at 6:30?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, 6:30.
All
And it's
right.
only a 30-minute tidal alert call.
Tidal alert.
And we had another one the last month, last couple of weeks ago that we're showing down there. And we're going to have some more things coming up, especially when we start working this big grant we got for studying the lower New River.
Great.
I'm real tickled about that.
I think this is an awesome thing that you guys are studying
Yes.
that, and I sadly think it's going to be, you're going to end up giving us some kind of sad news about how polluted our rivers are. But I'm hoping it won't be as bad as I worry that it is.
Well, definitely, Tom, you definitely need to keep us updated.
Yes, very definitely. And it's pollution from all kinds of sources, too, not just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally. But, I was really, really disturbed yesterday about the Daily News not putting anything in the paper about the Beirut Memorial. It finally come out on the 26th. Tuesday. Took all that much longer from Monday to get on the newspaper.
Well,
there were 4,000 people at that meeting, the largest we ever had. And I would think that the local news media was going to have it on the air right away. Why wait a week?
I agree. I mean, it definitely was because it was the 40th anniversary.
Well, the TV news did have it on that evening. As far as the Daily
Did they?
News, in their defense, they don't publish on Monday, I don't think.
I don't know.
What days do they publish, Mike?
Whenever you deliver mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Tuesday through Saturday, I
Yeah,
believe.
but they had a nice story come out on the Facebook website,
Did
which
they?
I'm sure was
Okay.
in the paper.
Yeah,
too,
I was
so.
traveling. That was the first.
Yeah, it's
this
not
was
like-
the first year I've missed
Yeah.
going to the. I usually go every year, but I was trying to get back to North
just
Carolina.
Not like it used to be, but
Yeah.
thank goodness
I
G10
go
did
every
record it.
I do too. I usually go every year, and this is the first year I've missed,
Yeah.
and not by choice. Yeah.
But when that happened, I'd retired in 73, and that's happened in 83.
Yeah.
And Carl McNutt was the transportation officer on Camp Lejeune. He called me in his office, and he wanted me to move every member that owned a mobile home all over the United States in a Class A shipment. Go in there and take everything apart, pack it up for them, take them where they wanted to go, put it back together. And I did that for every member that owned a mobile home.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, please keep us posted
Yep.
on these different showings and everything.
I
That's
wanna know
going
the
on in
results,
river.
yeah.
And you're welcome to come on the show one day
Absolutely.
and talk about your duties as a river keeper and talk about these grants. So please keep up with us, okay?
I would love to come up
All right.
to talk about a schedule.
I will give you a call.
Awesome.
So we, I was on the air for about 6.5 years.
Yeah, I remember.
New River News, update on the river.
Mm-hmm.
And I started out at 1240, and when they sold the radio station,
Yeah.
they went to Sports Talk, and then I went over to 910, and they gave me 2 hours over there.
Wow. Okay,
on Friday
well,
afternoon.
I'll give you a call.
Yep. All right. We're going to take a commercial break, but Tom, I will have Lee call you and schedule you to come in because I know you've got a lot of information to give us, which will be good. So thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Tom. Have a great weekend.
Have
Be
a good
safe.
day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break. Live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Yes, this is Rick Dees, and it's the weekly Top 40 Halloween show coming up this weekend. Your chance to win a CD system, 10 fabulous compact discs plus 2 crisp new $100 bills. And perfect for Halloween, our special in-studio visitor will be Billy Idol. The weekly Top 40 with only the hits this weekend.
The weekly Top 40 80s edition, Sunday nights, 6 to 10 on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Modern Exterminating, 627 College Street, Jacksonville, has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating. If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and fire vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning. 1967. Relax. We're on the way. If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mixed Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve. Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, and we are back. Can y'all hear me?
We're back.
Yes.
Okay.
I hear you great.
All right, Mike.
All right.
Continue, please.
Okay, here we go. Continuing with events happening around the Swansboro area. This is a big day, November 11th. Okay, it's Veterans Day, so there's going to be a lot of Veterans Day celebrations or recognitions around the area, and that includes Swansboro as well. But first, they're going to kick off the day at sunrise with a trout tournament. That's a fishing tournament put on by the Century Club, Swansboro High School booster. So then, following the trout tournament, they'll come in at Casper's Marina, and that's where they're going to have the chowder cook-off. I called in,
that's right.
and Rayford was all about that. So it's all kinds of chowder. You can enter your recipe or whatnot and make a batch, and then they sell it for fundraising. That starts at 11 a.m. at Casper's Marina, and it goes until they run out with the chowder.
Now you said that's November 11th?
November 11th. Okay, it's a Saturday.
Okay, it's
Saturday, right?
2 weeks from tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we start with the trout tournament, then we go into the chowder cook-off, and then at the Swansboro Middle School at 2 p.m., same day on the 11th, they're going to have a Veterans Day ceremony there honoring area veterans, and it's open to any veterans. They anticipate about 400 people to come.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how is, jumping on that real quick, sorry to interrupt, the Veterans Memorial, how's that coming?
They have the land and they have a sign that indicates where it will be.
Okay.
They're working on getting grants to have a design for it. So it's in the early stages.
I think Senator Lazar said something about getting a grant for that.
I think he helped out.
I
Yes,
think he did.
I think they got. Yep, and George Cleveland, I believe, was involved too in that as well.
Good.
So we got the Veterans Day ceremony at middle school, the old high school in
right.
Swansboro,
Oh, okay.
at 2 p.m. Okay, and that's open to the public. And
Nice.
area veterans, if you're listening, again, call the chamber office 326-1174, and I'll give you the skinny on that. And then later that day, beginning at 5 p.m., is Swansboro by candlelight. That is where they dress up the town in the advent of Christmas, and all the shops are open. They hand out nice treats, and it's a great time to be in Swansboro.
Okay.
5 to 9 p.m. on.
Once again, let's talk about parking for that event.
Yeah, they'll have parking up by town hall.
They do.
You have to walk a couple blocks, but it's not like you're in Midtown Manhattan. You can park in the Bronx. It's a couple blocks. It's a nice stroll. It's downhill.
People to know there's
the
parking.
arrival. There's
plenty
parking.
of parking.
There's plenty of parking.
There is.
At town hall. Then moving on to November 18th. This is really cool. This is going to be the following Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m. at Team Chevrolet.
Okay.
They are going to be giving away 300 scooters and kids scooters and helmets. They did a backpack giveaway before school, before the start of school. They did 400 backpacks. So they're continuing to give back, and it's a scooter giveaway for children.
Scooters.
And helmet. So they have blue and pink. I think it's that blue and pink scooters. So matching helmet, matching scooter.
Right.
First come, first serve at Chevrolet. That's as you enter Swansboro from the Jacksonville area on the right hand side. It's a Chevy dealership from 2 to 5 on November 18th, and you'll drive through the service bay and pick up your free Scooter, they have 300. So again, first come. Yeah, lots
Swans-
happening in Swansboro, right?
Swansboro's
And this,
kicking
yeah, people say there's nothing to do around here.
No,
Okay, all right, well,
Swansboro's always got.
well, listen up. Yeah, we got a lot
We
going
have
on.
more. Well, let's take our Fox break real quick.
Okay. Oh, it
Okay.
is.
It's
Yep,
60
8 o'clock.
seconds.
We'll do
and
that.
then
We'll still
we'll
got
Only
more.
60 seconds, folks.
Okay.
So
Hang in there. Got
hang in there. We just
4
gotta
or
get
5
this
more
news
things to
break.
say.
Yep. Oh no, you take your time.
Okay.
All right. Live and local real talk. Stay tuned for our 60 seconds Fox News break. Hold on 1 second.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Police looking for Lewiston, Maine mass shooting suspect Robert Card surrounded a home owned by relatives in Bowdoin, a few miles away.
They used a megaphone. They were calling for Robert Card, calling for anyone that was inside the house to come out peacefully. They also used a series of flashbangs that were deployed at that property in an effort to force Card out if he was to be there. But per Maine State Police, they were just standard search warrants announcements. They did not know if Card was inside, but it turns out that he wasn't.
Fox's Molly Line, 18 people were killed in the shootings at a bowling alley and a restaurant. 2 U.S. fighter jets launched airstrikes on Iran-backed militia facilities in Syria. Fox's Jennifer Griffin.
One stored weapons, one stored ammunition. A U.S. defense official who we spoke to said Iranian fingerprints were all over the attacks that have been taking place on U.S. bases since October 17th.
America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, and we are back. And in the studio with Lee and I this morning is Mike McHugh, and he is discussing all kinds of amazing events that are going on in Swansboro that are upcoming. So continue, Mike.
All right. Yeah, we got a few more to go here. Staying with the holiday themes over in Emerald Isle, they have a wonderful. Let me back up. Keep in Swansboro. The Flotilla.
Oh yes.
Is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
it's Black Friday, and it begins at sunset on the waterfront, and you'll see the boats parading around the turning basin there. If you want to get involved in that, that's run by the Swansboro Parks and Rec, and we already gave that number out once, but it's 326-2600.
Okay.
If you want to register your boat, I don't think there's a fee to register. They just want to have boats.
They want to know how many they have. Yeah.
Rayford should bring his up from Jacksonville.
He should.
Be nice.
Well, we're not going to talk about that right now
Why's that?
because he's got a.
Oh, he's got a boat issue.
He's got a boat issue.
He
right
still
now.
has a boat issue.
We
Yep.
try not to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the boat may not be fixed in time.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
yeah, that's just right around the corner.
We're doing a GoFundMe for him.
Then the GoFundMe. Okay, so the Flotilla is Friday night, the 24th, and then the next day over in Emerald Isle is their holiday parade, Christmas parade, and I went to that last year. We did that as a chamber function, and somebody said you're going to need more Mullet Festival parade.
yeah.
They must have had 20,000 people out there. I think the island sank a couple inches.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, it was packed.
packed.
We ran out of candy like halfway through the parade. I mean, it was
Oh,
wall
wow.
to wall, probably 10 people deep
Mhm.
on all sides of Emerald Drive, beginning at Emerald Isle Realty and then going down to past Bogan Lapeer. I forget where we turned at the drugstores right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was an amazing parade. It was a beautiful day, but the people come out for that. That's the 25th. And then on where are we going here? On December 7th, this is great. This is put on by the Swansboro Area Chamber of Commerce Military Affairs Committee. It's our annual Veterans Dinner. And it's a free event for area veterans. You just need to call, again, the chamber office, 326-1174, and say that you're coming with your spouse. We had it in years past at the Hampton Inn. And last year we had 103 people come out, which is a
It is a lot.
So we're moving it to Swansboro Town Hall,
Okay.
which can accommodate about 200.
Okay.
So we should have ample space.
Mhm.
It's going to be catered by Shark's Den from Emerald Isle. That was delicious last
Okay.
year.
Okay.
December 7th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the town hall.
Nice.
Swansboro Town
Okay.
Hall. Okay.
Okay.
And then a couple other events, not necessarily related to the holidays, but I think Kelly, you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
December 12th from 5 to 8,
Mhm.
they're going to have Ricky's Retreat. Have you heard about that?
No.
And I'll read what the blurb is in the paper and a
Okay.
little background on it. They'll host a mental health resource event at the Swansboro Recreation Center on December 12th from 5 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
The peer support effort aims to reduce the rate of suicide and overdoses among young adults.
Oh, I like that.
Ricky's Retreat was created by a husband and wife whose son committed suicide in
Okay.
Swansboro
Okay.
a few years ago.
Okay.
And this is their effort now to try to, help.
Oh, I need to try to
other
hook up with
families.
them. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you the contact
give me their
information.
information.
Okay, but it's
Absolutely.
Ricky's Retreat at the Rec Center, December 12th from 5 to 8. And two other items. The Swansboro Police Department is doing ride-along programs for business owners and managers in the Swansboro area. And they've had several people take them up on that, and they do a ride along. Just it is what it is. If you're interested, you can call Chief Dwayne Taylor's office. The non-emergency number in Swansboro is 326-5151.
Okay.
I intend to do that too, just because we're a business civic group in Swansboro.
Yeah.
And see, you'd be amazed. In a town like Swansboro, he told me the number, but it's in the hundreds of businesses and subdivisions that the patrol goes through every shift to ensure that the properties are safe, and then everything else that goes along with law enforcement in the Swansboro area. I asked the chief, I said, what are some of what is the main thing, the main criminal activity happening right now? And it's breaking and enterings in cars. So,
I believe that.
And we're getting into the holiday season, so you have in any community, you have people going shopping,
right?
And maybe they just don't think about their surroundings when they park their vehicle or when they come out of the store with stuff, putting it into their vehicle. If you don't get whacked there, they follow you home and do the job there. So you just got to be cognizant of. You look at me like you're surprised.
No, it was just like
I'm going to bring up something about following home after we take this phone call. You're going to like this story.
Good morning, Laura.
Hold on, let me see. Good morning. Who's this?
Guys. How are you?
It's Laura.
Laura.
I wanted to call and talk about this Sunday. The Onslow County GOP is hosting our 3rd annual Fall Festival.
It's
So I
on a
wanted
Sunday?
To,
I thought it
let
was-
everybody know about that.
It's Sunday?
Yep, it's this Sunday.
Okay.
So October 29th. It's at the Hubert Bypass Park at 20 Hubert Boulevard, and it's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
All right, so what are you going to be having there?
Oh, we have so much stuff. So we have almost 30 vendors. We have a trunk or treat. We have a bounce house. We have food trucks. We have a pumpkin patch where kids can pick out a pumpkin and decorate it to take home. We have a costume contest. We have a pie bake-off. We have games with prizes.
Nice.
We have a lot going on.
Very nice. You going to be doing voter registration?
Yes, we're going to have voter registration
right.
set up. So if you
Very
need to register to vote or change your address or switch your party, you can do that.
Right. Switch it to what? Republican?
Well, hopefully.
Just checking.
Well, this sounds like it'll be a big event. That's good.
Yeah, it
the
sounds
park,
very nice.
And for those that don't know, that park is right off of 24. You can't miss it.
Right.
It's on the left. If you're
Yes.
coming from Jacksonville, it'll be on the left.
And
Coming
this
from
is-
Swansboro,
It's
on the
a
right.
really,
Yeah.
it's a really beautiful park.
It's a
There's,
nice park. Yeah.
picnic tables and
Mhm.
lots of shade,
Yes.
and there's a playground there for the kids.
Yep.
It's a really beautiful park.
Yep. It's a good
Yeah,
place.
and this is the GOP's 3rd annual Fall Festival.
Okay.
So
nice.
kicking in the season.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you,
So
Laura.
Sunday the 29th, and the time again, Laura?
1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
1 p.m.
1
to
to
5
5.
p.m. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a great
All
place
right,
to go
you guys.
some
Have a
fun.
great weekend.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
girl.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye. Well, it sounds like it'll be a big event for people that want to go to that.
Yeah, so it does sound. Okay, let's get back to Swansboro.
One-
We've got so much going on.
Yeah, we got one one other thing in Swansboro, and this will go past the Halloween season, but a new business has opened up, Crystal Coast Ghost. It's walking tours
Yes.
of Swansboro.
I
No
need to
way.
get up with
Yeah.
I want to
Franny.
do that.
Yeah, so
yes.
you go on to crystalcoastghost.com and you can book your it's a walking tour.
Mhm. I like ghost walking
Yeah,
tours.
I think she does it. It's Claire Jones is
Okay.
a business, and I think she does it daytime or nighttime. But there's several areas of the historic area
Mhm.
where people believe there are ghosts to this
need to
day.
go,
And
Kim.
some
We'll
of the-
do that.
some
Well,
of
we're going
the-
to do it at night, Lee, not
Yeah,
day.
you wanna
We
do it
do
at night.
nighttime. We don't
Yeah.
do daytime.
Yeah, so it's about I think she covers maybe a half to 1 mile, but it's easy walking.
Oh, heck
in
yeah.
Swansboro, and then you can end up at one of the restaurants because Swansboro Food and Beverage evidently is inhabited by a ghost.
I've heard that. Actually.
Yeah, see?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in fact, they just put new floors in the restaurant. They're going to be opening. I think they were supposed to open yesterday. I think they're going to open today.
Mhm.
Really?
So maybe they disturbed the ghost down there. So I think it's a friendly ghost. It's like
Okay,
a Casper type ghost.
Okay,
you know?
well, we don't mind Casper
I don't think there's any
ghosts.
evil
We don't
ghosts
want
in
creepy
Swansboro.
ghosts.
No creepy. Well, that's very subjective.
It is very subjective, and I think a lot of times these walking tours, not only do they
Fun.
focus on the ghosts, but they give a lot of history as
Yes,
well,
and I love
which will
the
be good.
history.
Yeah, there's a lot of history in Swansboro.
Absolutely. Swansboro's an old town.
It's an old town.
Yeah.
It's an old seafaring
So-
town. So that's what's happening in
I don't know.
Swansboro.
Between the hoot owls and the ghost, I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Well, Swansboro has a whole lot going on,
Yes,
more
it
than
does.
what people realize.
What they realize, yeah. I mean, just like we were talking at the
Mhm.
at the outset of this, the Hammocks Beach State Park, they have
Mhm.
so many activities throughout the day or the
Mhm.
week. You just got to go into their Facebook and look at their calendar. They have. Here's another neat thing they do. The first, you'll like this. The first Sunday, I'm pointing to Kelly. You'll like it too.
hitting me, pointing. I get
The first Sunday of November, December, January through March, they
Okay.
do a dog walk through the park, through the trails. It's about 1.5 miles.
Oh, heck yeah.
And it
Yeah.
starts at 11 a.m. And
Okay.
Renee
Dog
Evans, the ranger, organizes that. They do it during the cooler months for
Mhm.
obvious reasons.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's too
and
hot
it's
to walk your
nice. I,
pet.
mean,
On
I
Sundays.
take my Casey there, and it's probably we have people from New Bern that come down.
No
They have
way.
Bichons. They come with 3 Bichons,
Oh.
but we probably have a pack of about half dozen to 10
No
dogs, and they
way.
all play nice. They
Uh-huh.
figure out where they are in the pack. One
Right.
leads, and one
Yeah.
brings up the rear,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody else is in the middle.
Yeah,
But
bring
it's
my
beautiful
Jack.
because those trails. There's the red, the white, and the blue trail.
Mhm.
And they at some point they go along the estuaries or Queens Creek. So there's some, and it's high ground. It's really nice.
Oh,
It's
I'm gonna
beautiful.
have to bring Jack. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Check with the park. It's
Yeah.
it's scheduled for the first Sundays of each month.
First Sunday of each month.
Yeah. And again, that's what is
That's
that phone number?
awesome.
3264. See, you didn't know that.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. I mean, it is just so interesting how much is going on in Swansboro, and Hammocks Beach State Park is awesome. Anyway,
Well,
I've been
and
there,
they're
so,
also
yeah.
doing some they're doing some renovation to one of the historic buildings out there called the Teachers Building.
What's that?
It's at the entry. You probably never saw it. It's as you enter the park on the right hand side. It used to be hidden by trees, but it's this huge hall
Mhm.
that was used by the Black Teachers Association. Hammocks Beach was a segregated. It wasn't a state park yet. It was just a gathering place for this.
Oh, no way.
The Hearsts had the property,
Right.
and she was a teacher.
Mhm.
So the Black teachers got the property back in the 50s. So they built this hall, and that was where the idea was they were going to build a bridge from that area of Hammocks Beach Road over to Bear Island.
Okay.
It never happened,
Right.
but that was like the staging area. They would stay overnight there in the meeting hall,
Okay.
and then they would go over to the beach the next day. So the structure remained throughout the years abandoned, but still pretty much in shape. Albeit the roof needed a lot of help. So anyway, they got $3 million from the state to refurbish the building, and they're in the process of doing that. They were hoping to have it open by like January 24, but they ran into some asbestos issues, and the two contractors weren't playing nice with each other a couple months ago. They've kind of made up. They've kind of made up on that. But if you drive by there, you'll start to see the shape of it. Now it'll be able to hold like our chamber Christmas dinner probably could be held there.
See, that'll be that's another
It's a
location for people to have events,
Yeah,
which is even better.
Yeah, you can like wedding receptions will be able to, and they've carved out some nice parking areas and allowed or kept the trees. There's a lot of live oak trees there.
Oh,
in that
that'd be
area.
a beautiful wedding site.
Yeah. Well, when you go there in the spring, you'll always see photographers out there shooting graduation pictures because the trees are just
The
magnificent.
trees are beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and so that, if you can imagine that area, and that's where the parking area will be, where the large live oak trees
Oh,
are. It's
super
beautiful. It's beautiful.
cool.
So,
Ah,
yeah, the building's going to
okay.
be nice when it is finally finished. And again, we have our state representatives to thank for getting the money appropriated for the refurbishing of that.
That's
I
good.
love
Yeah.
I
that.
saw Murphy is working on with this new water bill that they have going on in the United States Congress. Is working on getting quite a bit of money down here to help dredge our inlets and work on our coastline. So that's going to help. Swansboro was included too.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna help a
that's
lot.
not a cheap endeavor.
No,
when you
absolutely
dredge,
not.
you know.
And a lot of money there.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can find a little bit of money since we gave 103 billion to Ukraine, Israel,
Yeah, I know.
and a little bit
Yeah.
to our border. So
Yeah.
somehow or other, they find buckets of money up in DC. And
I think they create it.
Tell me how
That's just my opinion.
I think they printed in the
That's what I'm
back
saying.
room.
They're printing. They just create
I don't
money.
even think, I don't even think they turn to press. I think that's just an acronym. They don't print, not an acronym. They don't print the money because it would take too much time. I think they just go on the computer. They just go on the computer.
Yeah, they go change the amount. Okay, we now have this much in there.
Throw a couple commas and zeros in
Yeah.
there.
You know what? That would be way more accurate. I agree with that.
Because have you ever, when you're in DC, have you ever gone to the engraving center where the money's actually printed?
I did.
It's a slow process. It's a slow process.
Yeah.
It's sheets. It's not
Mhm.
a roll of paper
No, I
going through.
agree.
It's sheets.
Yeah.
And it probably, I used to work in the printing business, and those presses run at about 6,000 to 7,000 sheets per hour. Now you can lay up a bunch of dollar bills or hundreds on a sheet, but nonetheless, that's a pretty slow process. And when you're talking billions of dollars,
Oh yeah, they're not. It'll take forever.
take
to
forever.
Do.
So I think you just go into the computer and just hit the spreadsheet. And,
I just figured they printed in the back room, bagged it up, and dropped it by airplane. Choo choo.
Yeah.
No, I wish. I'd like to be able to go into my bank account and add a couple of zeros here and there.
You were talking about jobs you could never do, like working in like sanitation.
I could never do
like a porta-john.
Porta-john. I could never do that. I know I couldn't.
Imagine working in the engraving center where you have sheets of $100 bills. After a while, it just doesn't look like
How
money
do
anymore.
they vet those people? I mean, you want to talk about a job where you're scrutinized. Yeah, like let me take a little bit of this home.
Let me take a sheet home with me.
Yeah, I could never do that though. I could not. I honestly could never have that on my conscience. I just couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it either.
But there are people that could. Wouldn't think anything of it. Yeah.
I'm sure that they have.
I think you've got to be super vetted for that job. You would have
measures
to.
in place.
Yeah.
Right.
You ever see the movie New Jack City?
Yes.
Remember how
Yes.
how the workers worked in that?
Yeah.
They were naked, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how they are in the engraving center.
They walk around. They have to be naked. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Just because that way you
No.
can't hide anything.
Definitely
Yeah.
not a job for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And we're
Too
waiting.
much laughter in the building.
We're waiting for Raquel Painter to
Yeah,
get
she'll
in
be
here.
here
Yeah,
just
she's
a
on her
minute.
way in. She's going to talk about the powwow, which will be actually next weekend
Right.
at the fairgrounds. Basically, it's held at the fairgrounds behind the American Legion.
Right.
And I will go ahead and say, if you have never been, it's free, by the way, and it's celebrating Native American heritage. But they actually do the powwow dances and
The
everything,
dances, they
and
wear
it is
the
so
costumes, the
awesome.
authentic costumes.
So awesome. And they had a big crowd there last year. This will be the third year that they've done it. I love it that it's free to get in. They have all kinds of vendors. They even have Native American food vendors, which,
Neat.
have a lot of Native American foods. And they have just, regular food vendors. They have vendors selling a lot of Native American goods. But for me, the best thing, they had a teepee last year, and they put up a real teepee. They had I think they had Raquel will be able to, I'll ask her about this one thing I think they had. I'm not sure, but the dances were amazing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't go last time, but you did.
I filmed it.
You took
and
some
I made some
videos.
video and put them on our
Right.
show page last year. And I think it's definitely good for parents to take kids and let them see this culture because they are indigenous to our land. I mean, it's definitely very worthwhile. They even had bleachers set up so you could sit and watch. A lot of people
Nice.
brought their own chair, like lawn,
Right.
like if you go into a soccer game or something like that, they just brought their own chairs to sit and watch. But highly recommend. And it's normal Saturday and Sunday. So,
Neat.
all right, let's go ahead and take a break and come back and do some
Do our
weather.
weather.
Yep, we're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME with Jacksonville Cardinal High School football.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 FM and worldwide WSME971.com tonight as the Cardinals travel around the block to take on the Monarchs of Jacksonville Northside in the final game of the regular season. Pre-game 6:30, kickoff 7 p.m., followed by the Golden Corral post-game report. Jacksonville High School football is made possible by the following fine sponsors: National Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, Liberty Tire, Golden Corral, Modern Exterminating, Jacksonville Heating Contractors, CNS Paint, Bartley Insurance Services, Bill Mercer, JOEMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Bob Mills Mitsubishi, Coastal Bank and Trust, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, Bradley's Jewelers, Lane Family Dentistry, and Southern Touch Painting and Maintenance.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Since 1997, locally owned and operated Jersey Mike's 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious, healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire, they carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Moorhead Plaza in Moorhead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season. The Women's Fellowship of the First Christian Church of Richlands is having a craft bazaar Saturday, October 28th from 9 till 2:30. Admission is free. There will be handmade items, concessions, and vendors in 2 buildings. First Christian Church Richlands, 124 Trot Road. For more information, contact Mary Ann Metz at 910-330-0398.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we are back. And in the studio with the. Oh wait, no. Before we do it, we have to do weather. Let's do that now, Lee.
Yes.
Before we even get started.
All right, it's a great time of the year to head to the ocean, the creeks, the rivers. Fish are all over the place. Trout and nice redfish are all over the White Oak and New Rivers. You can find the bait that local professional fishing guides recommend at Tideline Marine in Jacksonville. Most of what the pros use you won't find on the shelves of the big box stores. If you want to catch fish that hang out in this area, you might want to check with the local folks, namely Tideline Marine. Tideline Marine and Family, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. And here's your marine forecast for the weekend. Today, north winds 5 knots becoming east in the afternoon, seas 3 to 4 feet. Tonight, south winds 5 knots becoming west after midnight, 3 to 5 feet. Saturday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots becoming southwest in the afternoon, seas 3 to 5 feet. And Sunday, west winds 5 to 10 knots becoming southwest in the afternoon, seas at 3 feet.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 81 with light winds. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 57. tomorrow, sunny, high of 84, winds 3 to 6 miles an hour, so fairly calm. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 56. And then on Sunday, sunny, high of 84. It's going to be a good weekend, and then it gets rough as of Wednesday. So, and in the studio, we have a guest. We have Raquel Painter from the United Way.
Hello, Kelly.
Oh, I got to get, there you go. Let me see if I got the right microphone.
Hello, Kelly.
Yes, we have you. Raquel is is it director or president?
President.
Okay. All right. President of the United Way, Onslow County here in Jacksonville. And she is here to talk about anything else United Way, but I definitely want you to talk about today, the powwow coming up next week, because it is such an amazing thing. And I don't know if anybody could see her, but she's wearing this earring and necklace. If you turn and face the camera so everybody can see, that they will be selling those at the powwow, by the way, the vendors. So it is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Okay.
And it is all handmade.
Which is even better. Handmade is very good. So tell everybody what the powwow is.
The powwow is a celebration that Native American tribes do to bring everybody together, dance, sing, just renew friendships, make new friendships. So it's something that all tribes do. And it was important for me to bring it here for the fact that, I served 26 and a half years in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many sacrifices that we do already that your culture shouldn't be one of them. Being Native American, if I didn't make it home for a celebration, I went without.
Okay.
So it was important for me to establish one here so our active duty people can celebrate their heritage.
I like it.
Very nice, yes.
And so tell us when the event will be and where.
It'll be held next weekend, November 4th and 5th at the Onslow County Fairgrounds.
Okay.
And it kicks off at 11. So all the vendors will open at 11. And the grand entry will start at 1 p.m.
Okay. Oh, and if you haven't seen the grand entry, you need to make sure you are there to see that because it is a spectacle. It is awesome.
Yes. And then right after the grand entry is when we bring all the dancers into the circle.
Yes.
And then we recognize all of our veterans that are present, whether they're native, non-native, if they served 50 years ago, or if they're on active duty right now, we bring them out into the circle and recognize them. So that is, to me, that's what warms my heart every year.
Absolutely.
That one.
And how much is it to get in?
It is absolutely free.
Everyone likes free.
Yes.
And it's family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of kids there last year. And I think for some kids locally, this is their first immersion into the Native American culture.
Yes. And that's why it was so important for us to bring it here. Just so, Native Americans, a lot of people think we do not exist anymore. So it was important for us to bring it here and keep it free because no matter what their economic status is, they should be able to attend.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now, is this the second or third year?
This would be our third year.
Third year. Yeah.
Yeah. So it has grown tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Every year we add something new. Last year we added the teepee.
Mm-hmm.
So this year we're going to provide flute playing and storytelling inside the teepee this year.
Even better.
Mm-hmm.
Last year you did have the sweat tent or sweat lodge, whatever. What did they call it?
Yeah, an inipi.
Okay,
inipi, but most people know it as a sweat lodge. So we do that Friday night and Saturday night. Definitely, if people want to come out and try it, experience it, they can. It's obviously limited because it's handmade and it's small. We obviously give our active duty service men and women first choice at it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a great experience. Very spiritual.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, tell us about the food.
Oh my gosh, the food is amazing, and I'm sure our viewers will let you guys know they stand in line for that fry bread and
they do.
Native American tacos.
What I want.
I saw a line last year for it. True statement.
Yes. But we're bringing 3 more in, so there'll be 3 vendors selling Native American food this year. So hopefully it'll cut down on that line.
Nice.
Well, it was good, I have to say.
I
And
have
last
so
year,
many places to go.
wasn't it also Was it Aztec or Navajo that came and did the performance?
The Aztec.
It was the Aztec.
And they will be back.
Oh, they will. Okay.
Mhm.
Good. They were awesome.
Oh
too.
yeah, it was amazing.
Mhm.
And we definitely included them because at one point we were all one. You
Mhm.
know, we came from the Mayans and the Incas and the Aztecs.
Mhm.
So it was important for us to include them in the powwow.
What tribe do you represent? I don't know. It's
I
probably
am
not the right
from
word.
the Santee Sioux and Winnebago tribe in Nebraska.
Okay.
So my father is Santee Sioux and my mom is Winnebago.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are they rival tribes or they get along tribes?
So get along
Okay.
tribes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only because of each tribe is different. So a lot of the warrior tribes had, issues with each other.
Right,
So the
right.
Sioux definitely were a warrior tribe,
Mhm.
where the Winnebago were more of a fish clan.
Okay.
Fish clan.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do the participating Native Americans that attend this festival, are they from here or do they come from
They
outside
come
the area?
from outside the area. So now our head male, head female, and our head veteran are all active duty Native Americans stationed here at Camp Lejeune. Yes, but all the tribes are represented in North Carolina are here. We get dancers for as far away as Arizona.
Wow. So you're putting heads on beds, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, we are.
I mean, and they are in their full gear.
Regalia.
I mean, everything. It is and they do, like last year, I remember they did like a walk around. And they did a lot of audience participation as well. But they even have the little kids because they were the cutest things I have ever. They were so adorable in their little outfits and their
I
tiny
remember those
tots.
videos.
I had the
were
videos. They were so cute. But yeah.
Yes, but we'll have that again this year.
Good.
I can't
But we
wait.
do a lot of audience participation.
Yes,
because that's
you did.
important to
Yes.
get them involved in it and experience it.
Right.
And when I went on Sunday, there were people we were setting up in the bleachers and they had been both days and they one on Saturday said they had been there for hours because it was just because you have different groups doing different types of dances and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
And then we posted the schedule. Was it yesterday or the day before? So the schedule has been solidified.
Okay. Then we will put it on our show page.
For those watching right now on Facebook, YouTube, I went ahead and the link in the comments for those of you that are watching, and then I'll go back after the show and do an individual post for you.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
But we did every year I want to add something new to the powwow. And this year we are adding the Gold Stars tribute wall.
Yes, please talk about
So what is that?
Yeah. So it's a wall that Gold Star fans put their fallen heroes on. And it is traveling up. So it'll be arriving Friday morning, not this Friday. Well, actually, it is Friday morning. Next Friday morning at 9:30, they're going to be escorted by the North Carolina Patriot Guard Riders.
Oh, yeah.
Up from Wilmington is going to
Yes.
escort them in. Our veterans here are all welcome to come out when it arrives, and then they'll set it up.
And these are Native American Gold Star families, correct? Or is
all
it any
Gold
Gold
Stars.
Star?
All Gold
Okay,
Star.
even better.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, all Gold
Now,
Stars.
it's like a wall, traveling wall.
It's like a
isn't it?
traveling wall.
Yes.
So we were
Wow.
fortunate enough to get it here for the powwow.
That is awesome.
How many booths do you have? You said you had booths as well as the entertainment.
Oh my gosh, our vendors.
Yeah.
We got probably about 45.
Wow.
Is it too late to get a booth if someone is interested?
It is too late. Yeah.
Next
Because of
year.
the space wise, we have to
Yeah.
plan it all out. But our vendors start signing up in January.
Wow.
And our food vendors sell out first.
Sure.
Mhm.
And it opens at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
How long does it run
both
each day?
days. It'll go until 10 o'clock at night on Saturday.
Wow.
And then we'll close at 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Nice.
And it is nonstop.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And free admission.
Free admission.
That's awesome.
You cannot beat free.
I know,
You
my
just cannot
sister,
beat
if you're
free.
listening, that's what we're doing this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah. Next weekend.
And that is really thanks to all our sponsors. We got great community sponsors here to make sure this stays free.
And they do a good job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's very, like I said, last year it was very well attended. I think it will definitely grow this year as word because I was hearing people talk after and they're like, this was so awesome and I've never been. And yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I agree. I'm expecting about 10,000.
I agree with that. Yeah. It's a lot. It's Mike, you really need to go check
I'm
it
gonna
out.
be I'm gonna be in Washington.
Oh, no way. Well, I will post some
DC?
videos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But the plan is we'll do it every
flak jacket.
first weekend in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raquel, this is the third year of the event. What made you do it? When did you start thinking about doing this, or the group?
When I was on active duty, when I just couldn't make it home, and no matter what base I was on, there was nothing geared towards Native Americans. I couldn't go outside the gate and get food. I couldn't go out and dance. I couldn't sweat. I couldn't do any of that because it's just not around, military bases. So really it made me choose gosh, do I need to get out to continue this? But I stayed, but I said then, I was like, I'm going to make it come to the bases. It needs to be there for our Native American service
You're
members.
a bright star.
So this is your baby.
It's her baby.
It's my baby.
Yes. This is her baby.
Yeah,
yes.
yes. And Native Americans are the highest serving ethnic group in the U.S. our armed forces.
How large a community is it in Onslow County or the surrounding area?
Yeah. Well, we got 8 tribes here in North Carolina. The Lumbee tribe is probably the largest tribe.
Yeah.
And obviously Cherokee is here too. So 2 big tribes are right here in North Carolina.
And what about in Onslow County as far as just residents, Native American?
I don't know what those numbers are. I'll probably have to look at the census maybe to see
look
that.
it up. I know where to look.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And maybe from that can be born a group of local, individuals that are Indian that meet and conform that way. I mean, so it's always a good thing.
It's always a good thing. Get people together is always
Absolutely.
a good thing. Yeah. But I just love it that we get to share our culture with
you're
everybody.
educating as well.
Yes.
I learned a whole lot last year that I did not know. I mean, in school you're kind of taught stuff, but not always. I mean, I really did learn a lot last year.
Oh, that's great.
And then just watching the dances and the different styles based on the tribe and then the food. And I did not do the sweat thing. But the vendors, I ended up buying some crystals and all kinds of stuff. They had a lot of cool stuff.
See, that's gonna be my downfall.
I'm telling you, I got myself in trouble almost. I was like, really, you buying more stuff?
I know American Indian registered to vote in Onslow County's 462, and then Native Hawaiian 30.
So American Indian, 400. That's
462. But then again, there's a lot there's over 20,000 under others. So people do have a tendency these days to.
Some people won't put anything. Yeah.
So I'll see if I can find the census. But that's usually if they're here, they're registered.
Well, for those that are tuning in, Raquel Painter is here to talk about next weekend. So November 4th and 5th at I call it the fairgrounds behind the American Legions on the fairgrounds. It's outdoors. The powwow, it's the 3rd annual powwow, and there will be about 40 vendors there. There are going to be, how many tribes are coming in from all over?
God. Well, just from the state of North Carolina, there's 8.
Yeah.
We got them coming up from South Carolina, from Virginia, from Nebraska, Minnesota, Arizona. They're just coming.
So there's
from
a lot,
everywhere.
and they will have a lot of the fry bread and the other Native American food. Like I said, you're right. There was a huge line last year. I remember seeing it. And then other food vendors, and then Native American vendors selling their
crafts.
I call it, the crafts and the earrings you have are gorgeous.
Just going back to the population by race, this is according to the census now. The Native American, 1,068
here in Onslow County.
Okay.
And that's who.
That's the people that report it.
Identified as that, right?
Yeah. So, but next weekend is free, so everyone free. We all like free. But it's open to the public and highly recommend. Last year, like I said, they had bleachers set up, but people brought their own lawn chairs.
Oh yeah, I recommend bring your lawn chairs, bring a blanket.
Yeah,
because those bleachers will fill up fast,
and they make your butt hurt after a while. They just because they're hard bleachers, and I sat on it for a couple hours, so I know this. But bring your own lawn chairs, and you get to see the different type dances they do, and there is crowd participation, and they explain too. I mean, there was a lot. You will really learn a lot. I think it's for kids to learn as well. This is history.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know, and especially the teachers.
Mhm.
You know, I get so many requests to go to the museum, the library, the
Mhm.
schools to talk about it. This is a great opportunity for teachers to go there and really see it. So it gives them a better perspective. When
I
they're
agree with
talking.
that. Yes.
Mhm.
And so you can go, you can stay all day, you can stay a couple of hours. And for those, for active duty or getting the first crack, as you will, at the sweat lodge,
Mhm.
which is good if they want to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and
So
they could just message us.
Explain that sweat lodge.
I know what it's
Exactly. Yeah, I want the listeners to hear.
Yeah, so a sweat lodge is our spiritual
Mhm.
event. So you go into an NEB, which is kind of like a igloo shape, dome shaped. It's made from willow. It's got tarp. It's got a hole in the middle, and the heat comes from rocks. So we
Mhm.
use river rocks. We heat them, so you're sweating in there. You're sweating all the impurities. You got to have a special person that leads it. So I'm flying in someone from out of state to come do this for us. But they sing 12 songs. There's 4 rounds. You come out every 4th song. Got to come out.
You got to
refreshed,
breathe, like
go
yeah,
in.
yeah.
But you're really, for some people, praying.
Mhm.
Whatever it is. So there'll be a round of something. Everybody goes around and talks about something that they done that
They need to pray about right now.
Yep, that they need to pray about. They need forgiveness about. So, and that's what it is. But it's very spiritual for
wow.
a very spiritual experience.
Do you enter with the clothes you have on, or do you go into do you
gotta,
disrobe into a robe or something?
Men wear shorts, and the women have to have long skirts.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
See?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, good question. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I just don't know what to talk about because it's normal for me.
Well, I just pictured like a sauna and people sitting there with white towels on their laps,
yeah.
sitting on, and then throwing water on the rocks. But it's more involved than that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll have a drum in there. They'll have our eagle feathers are in there. A buffalo skull sits outside it. So there's everything that's done for a reason for it.
Is the powwow? Is it a United Way event, or is this something you're doing on the side? This is yours.
This is
Okay.
something
Not
she
attached.
does.
Not attached to the
This is a
This is her-
nonprofit, right?
Yes.
Organization, the
Mhm.
Onslow Veterans Powwow.
Yes. So I established a nonprofit just so we could have the sponsor the
Okay.
event.
Right.
But this is strictly all we do is make this cultural event available for the community and our active duty members.
Very
I
good.
think it is awesome. Yes.
Mhm.
Raquel, thank you for coming
thank
out.
you for
I will
having
bring
me.
this up next week to remind people that
Right.
it's next weekend.
wonderful.
So don't worry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will go there and I will film some of the dances and I'm going to put them on our show page
Yes.
like I did last year as well.
Oh, great.
So, Mike,
Yes.
you'll be able to look and see.
I'll see that then, yeah.
We'll
Great.
do some reels on it, most
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. And I just want to mention that for the active duty service men and women who want to participate in the sweat, they can just reach out to us on Facebook. Onslow Veterans
Okay.
Powwow. Send us a message and I'll get them on there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Onslow Veterans Powwow. So any active duty that want to do the Sweat Lodge's message, the Onslow Veterans Powwow Facebook page, and
Mhm.
Raquel will get back to you and tell you exactly what you need to do to be able to do it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Well,
lady.
Thank you,
Raquel,
Raquel,
so
for
thank
coming
you
in.
for having
Yes.
you in.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
At Carter Finley Stadium. Also, co-host will be Robert Farley. We'll talk about Wolfpack sports, talk about high school sports, and all other sports on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These launchers were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility, and designed to deliver a premium cut. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? Did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates, full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at times.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
If your check engine light is on and you plan to travel to visit friends and family this holiday season, it may be time to call or visit Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in their friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Cold weather is tough on cars and trucks, and the pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your starter, battery, and charging system to keep you on the road and warm with complete heater repair. From tune-ups to transmission service, a hose, a battery, or whatever you need for holiday travel, let the ASE technicians at Battlefield Automotive help you. All work is guaranteed, and the staff at Battlefield Automotive takes this time to say thank you for the opportunity to serve all your auto and truck repair needs and wishes you the best this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue, Swansboro. Phone 910-325-0828 for Battlefield Automotive.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Rich Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, and we are back for the last little bit. We've got a couple of minutes, and then we are going to have another commercial break. But that was a very, very interesting, and I'm going to encourage you guys again, if you have nothing to do next weekend, you really need to go see this powwow because it is, I've just never seen anything like it.
Yeah, Raquel and I were just talking about all the stuff I'm going to buy, all the money I'm going to spend.
Yeah,
the jewelry is gorgeous.
The jewelry is
Handmade.
absolutely gorgeous. Yes, everything. Most of and they have like the Native American blankets.
I know.
They have dream catchers, and they are awesome. I mean,
gonna be my
absolutely
downfall.
gorgeous.
The blankets.
And Lee, to answer your question, yes, they take card. Yeah,
I was like,
You're going to want a blanket after that Wednesday forecast.
That 59-degree weather. I mean,
that Sweat Lodge is going to feel pretty nice.
I'm telling you, because you're going from 80 this weekend to 59 on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to turn my heat on in the house.
Mother
I haven't done it
Nature's
yet.
drunk or something.
I'm telling you, it's November.
I said earlier in the show that, I've talked to people who've lived here all their lives and they've never experienced or known about Hammock Beach State Park.
Correct.
I've lived here 23 years, and for the last 3 years, I was unaware of this event happening in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Well, I'm glad you two got to get
Yeah.
together.
She's a good lady. She's
Yeah,
a retired
she
sergeant major,
is.
for those that don't know.
Master
yeah.
sergeant. Master sergeant.
Master sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant
She's Sergeant Major.
Did she say sergeant?
Yes, she's Sergeant Major. Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, she's retired Sergeant Major.
26 and a half years. I guess
She
she would be.
is so
Yeah.
community oriented.
Very community
She
oriented.
does so much for this community, and it was a pleasure to meet her and a pleasure to be a friend.
Yeah.
She is fantastic.
She's amazing. She's the one that got me into doing that for the United Way, the fundraiser, the lip sync thing that I did last year.
Yeah, I remember.
She was like, Kelly, I want you to come to But she also lived vicariously through her son. She took a trip I've always wanted to take. She went to Egypt earlier this year.
I
Her and her
remember that,
husband, and they
yes, I
went,
saw
and they
the
also,
pictures.
and then they took a trip. She was gone quite a few weeks. They did an
3
African
weeks or
trip
something,
too.
yes,
They went to
yes.
Africa as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
just was living vicariously through her photos that she was putting on
I
Facebook.
was too.
Amazing. Yeah.
It was wonderful watching her adventures. They felt like our adventures.
Absolutely.
Just reading
It's-
it and looking at the pictures.
She's very veteran oriented.
Fascinating
Very
woman.
veteran oriented. She really looks out for our local
She
military
does.
and the veterans. And I think it says a lot about her. She's so community oriented as well. And I'm glad she chose to make Onslow County her home. And she didn't go back.
Yes.
To her home, she decided they stayed here, and good for it's good for Onslow County.
I was impressed. I talked to her
Yes.
during the break, and out of town, come to this,
A lot.
she fills 2 hotels
Yeah,
in Jacksonville.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people for an event that's only been around for this is
3
the
years.
third
It'll be
year.
the third year.
Very
Yeah.
impressive.
And it
Very
has. I
impressive.
went the first year, and it was small. Last year, I was impressed. That's why I say I know this year, 10,000. I would not be shocked if it doesn't exceed 10,000.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
People were so impressed.
Yeah.
We can finish the Veterans Parade, finish that, go get a snack or something, and then head on over to the American Legion building to the powwow.
Yeah.
I think she said they open at
11 at 11 and then the
till
and
10
because-
p.m.
Yeah, and you
Yes.
want to see that parade in because it is amazing, and they're all in their costumes, and you once again you've got different tribes represented,
Right.
so the costumes are different. It is something to see. It's just something to behold, and you've got from the senior members down to the little tiny tots, and the little kids are just too stinking cute. They are so adorable. So I highly recommend you guys. If you have nothing to do next weekend, it's free. Like I said, let me say again, free.
Free.
And for people to say we don't have anything to do,
Right.
pack your kids up. People did have the people sitting in front of me, even on the bleacher, it was a family. They brought a cooler in and they fed their kids sandwiches. They brought sandwiches. I mean, they were watching the dances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But people had lawn chairs.
But there are like 3 different food vendors.
There's a
serving
way
Native
more
American
than
food.
3.
Well,
yeah.
3
Yeah,
that
3
serve-
different Native American.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Because last year everyone was going to them, but others as well. Because some like my grandson's picky, so he's going to find the
Funnel-
chicken nugget
funnel
vendor. I
cake,
mean,
yeah.
he wants that.
Did you do the 850?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, because I want to talk about sports talk. when we
Okay,
come
let's do
back,
our
and then we'll
8:50
let
break real quick.
Mike finish up.
Okay, we're live in local real talk freedom 97.1 1120 a.m. WSME.
This is Jacksonville High School Cardinal head football coach Bo Williams. Tune in to Freedom 97.1 and online at WSME971.com each Friday night throughout the season. For every Cardinal pass, run, and touchdown, you're home for Cardinal football right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NC DHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand up on it, we stand behind it.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and pay top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
For over 40 years, people have trusted Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, not only for tires and tire service, but also auto and truck repair as well. Being locally owned and operated as your hometown Bridgestone Firestone dealer, at Liberty Tire, dependability and personal service is their number one priority. Being a state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, Liberty Tire guarantees all their work. It's simple. If you bought tires without pricing us first, you pay too much. Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, for all your tire needs. Phone 910-346-6655.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, and we are back for our final few minutes. And Lee, I know you've got something you want to wrap up with.
I have to talk about sports talk. That's up next right after our show. And it is back today with Travis Quinn, the voice of Carter Finley Stadium. Travis is the public address announcer for the NC State football, a role which he has held since 2017. Since taking on the role, he's lent calls of some of the Wolfpack's most exciting moments, including the 2017 upset of the Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson in Louisville, the 2021 double overtime thriller against Clemson, and the incredible late game comeback in 2021 against UNC. Go Hills! Well, that wasn't in there, but I added it. While also thrilling fans at each game with his signature third down call. So be sure to tune in to Sports Talk this morning, 9 a.m. right after Live and Local. You can listen to it on 97.1 FM, 1120 a.m., or go to our wonderful website, www.wsme971.com.
Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure having you here.
Thanks for having me in.
You need to come in more often and just kind of fill us in on it. Clearly, Swansboro's got it going on.
I'm just a phone call away, or a text away.
Oh, we welcome you anytime.
There's a lot of things I didn't know was happening there.
Yeah, we rattled off about like 24 events going on between now and early December.
Yes, like that's a lot to cram in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say to the listeners, just to either call my office 326-1174 if you have any questions about upcoming events. We get all kinds of phone calls, so that would be a welcome call rather than all the spam calls we get from India. So I'd be happy to talk to the listeners. If I don't know the answer, I'll direct you to the appropriate party. But we got a lot going on.
If you call, there is somebody actually that answers the phone.
That would be me or Susan, my deputy director.
I like it. Yeah. Well,
this was good. We got a lot of stuff.
I learned a lot, and I'm going to try to take a Wednesday off. I'll look when I get to the office here. As soon as I leave here.
March
we're doing the Ghost Walk for the March tour.
Okay, we're going to do
We're
that.
doing the Ghost Walk. We
And
can
we're
do
doing
that,
the
no
Ghost
problem.
Walk.
Oh, heck yeah. That's going to be at night. I'm not doing a daytime one.
No,
we're doing
it's
a
not
night
the same.
one.
Gotta
No.
do it at night.
Yeah, you have to do it at night.
Did she come in the show recently, Claire Jones from Crystal Coast Ghost?
No, I've been trying to get up with her.
Yeah, I'll ring her. I'll ring her. Give her a ring.
We definitely need to have her.
She's awesome. So
yes,
it's all right.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it was good. This is fun. I learned a lot about the powwow. I wish I'm going to
so
Washington
glad.
D.C. next week, so my mom's coming down from Allentown. So
Yeah, tell us
I'm gonna
about
go up
that. You're braving DC this week.
I've lived there for 20. My brother still lives there. So
I used to live right outside of it as a child for a very short period of time.
I will say this quickly before we go out. Speaking of D.C., my brother had an incident in his neighborhood. He lives in the leafy upper northwest area. It was a small little car issue parked in the wrong spot. The cop that came out knew him and said, "We have 18 patrol in this district tonight. 18, that's it." He said, "Why?" He's there because we're all guarding the Israeli embassy, all of the embassies outside of the feds that are there. Metropolitan police are sitting outside, so that all the manpower is going towards embassy protection in Washington D.C. So the citizens have a skeleton crew of police officers on the street. So that's where I'm heading next week.
Oh wow, that's kind of scary.
Taking your jacket with you?
Yeah.
Oh my.
In your helmet?
Scary times. Scary times.
Sad times.
Both internationally and domestically.
Yes. I agree.
Hopefully they
We'll
catch that.
say a prayer for our military this weekend.
Yeah, and the folks up in Maine.
Definitely.
Yeah, Lewiston, Maine.
Yeah, definitely. And all our first responders up there too. So
and everybody.
And everybody's got to be cautious. You got to be
have to
aware.
be vigilant.
And that's
Yes.
right. And like they say, it sounds trite, but if you see something, say something. I mean, last week at this time, people living in Lewiston, Maine, never thought it would happen in their community at a bowling alley or at a tavern.
Yeah.
But
Look what happened.
Yeah. So
let's go play some cornhole at the bar. I mean,
It's
you
very
just
sad.
never know.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
We've got
Thanks,
sports
Thanks,
talks
Lee.
coming up, and everyone have a safe weekend. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME. We will see you on Monday.